Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Hello, here we are for show number 172. What's up with you? We're going early tonight. How's everybody doing? Can you hear me? All right, man, roll call. Luke, promote us in the house. Ken Bird, Justin FRC, Jude, what's happening? David, funny thing about experience, it's something you get right after you need it. Bruce Beamer in the house. Paul. Got me. Okay. I got about an hour tonight. What is everybody doing? Eric Quinn. Yeah, who's counting, Victor? What's going on? P51D fan, BC Flyer, Ken Bird, Charles McDaniel. Anybody get a fly today? What's up, Pops? I mean, I just posted it out a little bit ago. Thomas Milano in the house. Flew and froze in Alabama? You gotta be kidding me. Hiking with Sasquatch Outlaw. Hey, my friend, what's up? What kind of videos do you do on your channel? Do you do videos? I want to see them. Hiking with Sasquatch Outlaw. I like it. If you don't do RC crawlers, you should, if you hang out in the woods. Mike SSI, nasty storm here last 2 days. I worked my last Saturday for my prior employee today. It was kind of a late day, but last Saturday. Digging it. Jordan Dole, yeah, early tonight, man. I got to go pick up my kid across town. It's theater season. My boy does theater and baseball and whatever else. But I got to go pick him up. Air Marshal had a fun fly today. He was the MC announcer guy. Kind of fun. Yes, it is. Cool. I bet it was a good time. Paul says too windy, so he worked on his semi all day. Plus, it's deer season, and there are people everywhere. Tomorrow, I'm hoping to get a flight in. Nice. Johnson 74 Squadron in the house. Nice. P51D fan got his hands on the E-Flite Viper 90. Awesome. You're going to enjoy that. That's a fun one. Fun one. What videos went out last week for any of you guys? The release of the Habu Super Sport SS high performance version went out today. Thursday this week. That was a good time. Flew it on 4S and 6S. If you haven't seen it, check it out. If you follow me on Instagram, you see what's been happening. It's been a lot of fun on Instagram. It's going nuts. It's free. Check it out. They're like 15-second clips. It's just kind of fun, and it's good for the channel and stuff. So if you're not on Instagram, I get it. But if you're on Instagram, check me out. I'm posting every day something. In between, more. It's kind of more official videos, the long form stuff on YouTube. But hang out. A lot of you guys are already, and thank you so much. I think we're having a ball. And the Pilots Lounge Facebook group is lit. So many of you guys are posting what you're doing on that page that even though it really originally was intended to be kind of a supplement to the channel here, it's got a life of its own. It's fantastic. Full of everybody posting up and sharing what they're doing in RC. So check that out. All the socials are linked in the description of this video, as well as the links to things I've been working on lately. But yeah, follow me on social, guys. You got your Lipish on a 4S power system, Jude. That thing is already fast. All right, Pops. I will. I'll be on the road in a little while for about an hour. 30 minutes one way. But from here. Paul Ballard, thanks, man. Yeah, Instagram's all about video. They're trying to compete with TikTok, and I enjoyed my videos that I did on Instagram always did better than pictures anyway. So little tiny mini clips. Bama LSU. I think that's what's on the no, Indiana and Michigan on the TV. Garage build, do I fly full scale too? No. I grew up in an aviation family though, and I have had some lessons, but I haven't, I got like 10 hours in. This was years back, and you need like 40 or 50, and I just haven't, I haven't completed it. Probably, it's not on my agenda at the moment. I'd like to, but the models are keeping me entertained for sure. What's up, Newts? It rips. I bet it does. Great question, Garage Build. Good to see you here. If you haven't been here before, I invite you to check out the rest of the channel. We're fortunate enough to be able to do a lot of the new releases, almost all of them that come out in the, electric side of the market, particularly foam. And we do some truck stuff too, crawlers and such. But mostly airplane, jet channel. I got a couple helis I'm gonna end up doing too. Bobby flies them well, as you can imagine, and I've only flown them a couple times, so it's gonna be fun. We'll make videos, we'll show Bobby flying it, show its potential some, and then just me kind of as a novice, see what that looks like, making a video like that where you got a pretty adept flight, and then a guy like me who's never really done it. I'll show them to you guys in a minute. They're right here. I got a couple things from Horizon the other day. Mark Buchtel in the house. 110, says Jude. That's a good plane, Alan Davidson. FMS T28. Hey, thanks, Garage Build. All right, Marshall. Helis, let's show you what we got. Captain Tracy in the house. Yeah, you were flying the heli at the Alabama show really well. Yeah, sim time. I should do it. I have real flight. Oh, hiking with Sasquatch Outlaw. Very cool. He says, I asked him what videos he does. He says, hey, I do videos in the woods with drones with my documentary, but looking into rock crawler. Yeah. I could talk about crawlers a lot, actually. I got some videos on the RC Truck playlist on the channel. But, hit the comments. If you have any questions, hit the comment section of the videos, man. I see them. I'll get with you. We'll figure it out. There's also, if you're following on Instagram, you message me on Instagram. And if you're doing Facebook, it's easy to get me there, too. But if you really want to help me out, honestly, YouTube and Instagram are a great place to ask me questions as well. But if it needs to be private or something, that's cool too. So you can hit me up messenger style on any platform. But if it's something that might benefit others, having that discussion publicly, then by all means, ask on Instagram or YouTube. BC Flyer 99, those are a bunch of foamy airplanes, man. That's some Dynam inventory here at the BitGo Hobby warehouse. Bobby K runs BitGo Hobby. Me and him help each other make videos. Charles McDaniel, I think it would be a hit, but I know what everybody wants to see on it. I hope if they do that, it has those kind of upgrades. For me, I'm talking landing gear. Just, I want suspension. That's all. Barry Campbell, what's up? Yeah, Paul, I think my stuff does link over to Facebook. A lot of times stories and things like that on Facebook, they're from my Instagram. So I think you're seeing them. So there's RC Pilots Lounge Facebook group, and then there's, you know, you have to have like a personal one too. So I have a Ryan Ramsey Facebook it's really all just for RC too. I do so much on social. There's plenty of RC to go around. I don't do like what I'm having for lunch or my kids stuff on there. It's all RC, so you can follow me anywhere. Truth Still Matters, man. I saw you like mention me on Twitter. I got to check that out. He says, Hubert, Truth from the Heart Still Matters. He says, today I made in the FMS Tiger Cat. Also had successful flights on the FMS Avanti. Congratulations, that's awesome news. Good job, man. Those are hot tickets too. Those are good planes. Those are good planes. Oh, yeah, check out that Twitter. I don't do much on it, but I'm there too. It's all in the description, man. Links to all the socials. So wherever you go, I'm there. Is that an if, or have you heard that as a rumor to be true, Johnson 74th, in regards to the Carbon Z T28? Is that an if or a hope? Thanks, Paul. Yeah, no, you're right, though. You're right. I mean, Facebook owns Instagram, so it integrates very well. You can share to both very, very easy. Captain Tracy, I know you did. Awesome. You're going to love it, man. Captain Tracy ordered a Sirius from BitGo Hobby. Should have it very soon. Fantastic. Yeah, Bobby told me. You got one. Thank you. Scott Settle in the house. Oh, man, you're welcome, Hubert. I'm glad to hear it went well for you, man. That's the best news. Christ is King. That's a great name for a channel or anything. Sweet, you have the King Twin. Mine is about ready to maiden. I do have it. I haven't put it together, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna, but it does look awesome. It does look awesome. I just got so much ahead of it right now. Some of you guys that are close know I've got just a few days left at my current employ I've been at 10 years. Moving into RC all the way. So super pumped. Super pumped. If you like what you've been seeing, you're going to get more of it. I'm apologizing in advance, but I'm having a good time, getting excited about fitting to let it rip. Plug and play balsa models right now are super hot garage build. They're starting to be available at a lot of places. And this was not something that we were discussing a year or so ago. There's a ton of plug and play balsa coming out. BitGo's got the Dancing Wing stuff. Fantastic. Everybody's loving the PT-17. And the Albatross, they can't keep them. And they've got a stick thing too that's pretty fantastic. And you've got O&P. That kind of one of the first lately that I remember really getting people's attention with their Bighorn. That was a plug and play balsa. And of course Horizon's got the Hanger 9 P47 Fun Scale. It's just been released, and you know there's got to be more coming like that. Also, that Ultra stick I just did was a plug and play balsa. So I'm liking it. I think it's. I love every part of this, hobby, and the flying part. I am so all about trying everything, and balsa was one of those things that I knew was inevitable, and I was always looking forward to happening. So getting to do it now is fantastic. Lionel Randall maiden the FMS A10 tomorrow. Keeping fingers crossed. Excellent flying plane. I've got a ton of videos on it actually back on the channel. And we had a good time with it. It lands like a feather. I mean, it's just nice. Steel Force, what's up? Bruce, are you asking me about the tank? Oh, nice, Newts. Yeah, man, when you do your video and stuff, make sure you always post the RC Pods Lounge, so thanks. Do it there and BitGo too. I have a feeling that presence is going to ramp up a little too coming up. There'll be more, I think, going on. On Bobby will have me to help him more. So there'll be more stuff coming out. And Bruce, I don't know the answer to that question if it's for me. Sorry. Rightsa. Jerry, what up, dude? Thanks for coming by the Instagram last night. That means a lot, man. And it really does. That comment stuff, it helps these other creators that you follow, myself included. Olson's gonna maiden his FMS P47 tomorrow or Monday. What a bird. Love warbirds. That's a good one. It's actually back in stock at Horizon now with the reflex gyro in it. Oh, do you know what to do? Ah, perfect, Lionel. I'm sure there's lots of good ones, but I know we put out a handful on that thing. Good every time. Tom Tabor in the house. What's happening? So it is going to be a short show. I probably got a half hour, maybe a little bit more than that left. I did want to unbox something I got also. So yeah, the helicopters. Got the 120 S2. I don't know a thing about these. Bobby does, and I'm looking forward to him showing me how to use them. I've flown an XK helicopter. And remember that first little tiny one that came out a while back? Captain Tracy, you've got one follow. Is it me? Bradley fighting vehicle. All right. So 120 S2, looking forward to this. Oh. This one is pretty mean. I think that one will do all kinds of 3D stuff I don't know how to do as well. Bobby can do that upside down stuff. Surprise. So we're going to see somebody who can fly these things and a guy who's never really done it before work it out on this awesome blade stuff. I'm pumped. 2 helicopters. A lot of guys have asked me for years and years, and I'm just like, no, never really happened. Not like, I haven't tried it. Yeah, I don't follow it. I'm not super into it, but I'm always pumped to get to fly anything and share that. So the best part is that I wouldn't have probably done this if Bobby wasn't around to actually really fly it as well. That's a good size, 1.5 and 6S. It is. 1.6 gets a lot. I mean, it's pretty good. That Mustang 1.5 E-Flight just rips. And I've flown the 1450 on 4S. I have not flown the 1700 Mustang, but I want to. But I'm pretty happy with that 1.5. Bruce says he has 5 different Corsairs. Is the 1700 millimeter worth getting? It is. I think you have to be willing to do something to speed it up, though. Truth. I hate to say it, but it's a little underwhelming on stock power, even with the like upgraded prop situation. But I actually want to do an eCalc session with Air Marshal and figure out what it needs, and then do that and share that with you guys. So I have my the 1700 is the only one I have left. The 1600 is sitting around, but it's gone. It's atoms. So I think it's worth having. I'm keeping it, and I'm keeping it and waiting until I can figure out what I think is an appropriate power system for it, so I can share it with you guys. Because I'm looking forward to flying it when it's got some pump. You know what I mean? I did a couple of videos on it on the stock situation, and they're out there, but that plane deserves to be pepped up a little bit. Would you say that it would be worthwhile to get the Viper 90 if you have the Havoc? They're different enough that, yes. The Viper Sport Jet airframe is its own thing, character and all. A lot of sport jets I feel are very similar feeling in a way. Havoc, Futura, Avanti. You can look at them and see they share some similarities, where the Viper's a little different, just the way it's set up on the wing and stuff. So to me, I think it's different enough to warrant having both. If you're the kind of guy that's happy with just having one sport jet, then, I mean, if you're rocking the Havoc, cool, because that's a good one too. If you're getting along on the Havoc, you can get along on anything. I always felt like I didn't get a lot of experience with it, as some of you know, like a flight and a half. Check that video out, dudes. Seriously, if you haven't. But I put it in really good at the end. But it's a little responsive. Felt a little heavy on the tail to me. But again, I just had a flight and a half. So, but it seemed to be a consensus that it was pretty snappy a little bit. Will Walker, what's happening if I didn't say hi already? I don't know, Jude, about Florida E-Jets. That would be awesome. We've got a lot going on. I mean, like I said, I got less than a week left at my former job. And changing into this, there's a lot happening. So things got to settle down before I think we're traveling. Airvex, I went early just because I needed to go early tonight, not because of the time change at all. I guess that happens, doesn't it? Is it tomorrow? Rolling Loops, always the ticket, Mike SSI. You know it's true. Yeah, Tom says you have to pump up to 1,700. Yep. But 3 would be stocker, or what are you talking about? Blades? Depends on the version of Corsair. Yeah, 2 different planes for sure. Oh man, that's a tough one. Hobbyist Garage hits me with this. What's your favorite airplane you have ever flown in your RC career? I'm going to sit on that one for a minute. Olson. Ryan, what's your opinion on P40 FMS? I love it. The B model P40, I love it. I love the way it flies. I love the way you can land it. You can do 3-pointers or you can do wheel landings. I love that thing. And on 4S with the 650 kV, it rocks. I love that one. I love that one. Their very first one was not a B model. It was early FMS, and I wouldn't wish that one on anybody, but the B model, though, is amazing. I actually want to get another one. Buck Reynolds just bought your first plane, a Bigfoot plug and play. Awesome. So, favorite plane, man. Goodness sakes, that's so hard. I have so many, favorite planes. Oh, I really like P-47s, man, but also P-40s and Spitfires, and this thing when it hits ground effect just right, and that thing when you high alpha, it's so hard. But the first thing I really think of is P-47. I love T-6s, but that's a different. I love T-6s because I love T-6s, but P-47s I like, and I like how they fly and look. Yeah, Warbirds is what got me into this, but Yeah, the LA-7, that's a handful, dude. It's a rocket ship. It's fun, but it's... Dude, the wingtips are always what stalls last on planes. Look at the wingtips on that LA-7. There aren't any. Super fat at the root. That's definitely a plane I would put reflex on, the ailerons. Ed Schmidt says out of all the jets he has flown, he thinks the F-16 flies the best. Which one? Yeah, Will, they do fly good. I got to keep an eye on the time. We're doing good. Actually, I'm gonna, if you'll pardon me, figure out actually from here how far it is to the pick up my boy. Come on, internet. Some jerk must be streaming or something. Yes, sir. So yeah, that's the helis. They also say, I know you guys on the crawlers, you don't care so much, but I enjoy it. So I got one of the FMS crawlers too, the LC80 that I'll show you in a minute. It is, Paul, it's tough. RC Rolling, what's happening? So, I also have this hand launch job right here. This is from Hobby Zone, it's Arrows RC. And this one is the T-33. I've got the Bayhawk as well, but it's in the back of Bobby's truck and he's not here. Johnson 74th, I would love them to make that. I can't get my hopes up for it, but I would love to see it. So I assume, and some of you guys know, I think Jeff in Lower Alabama, maybe some other buddies in here know that I'm pretty sure this is the same power system that's in that hand launch Viper from Hobby Zone. That's a ripper good time. EQ, I would love to see them, you know, their Viper's doing so well and it's such a sport jet. It makes me, if I had to guess, even though I wish that they would do like a full house Habu, you know, I don't know. They might. I mean, the Viper is different enough to warrant it, but you know, you just never know. But if King Rat, if Horizon gets enough requests for retracts on the Habu, I'd love to see them do a 90 version of that. What do you guys think? I mean, it's different enough than a Viper to warrant doing it from a fan perspective. They have a lot to consider when they decide to do one. Oh man, Jim Jumbuka saved his glider from utter destruction. Sweet, Charles McDaniel, thank you very much. That's a great flying plane, man. You got the FMS 1.4 T28 through my link, no less. Thank you very much. Yeah, larger size is the way to go. Jason's in here. Full house Habu, question mark? Maybe in a larger size, wink. Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't even, don't even do retracts on that one. I know some guys will be like, nah man, do it. Go give it the treatment that the Viper 90 got. Holy smokes. It doesn't matter if it's an 80, it'll still be sick. Yeah, not gonna happen in that size. Has to be bigger. Yeah, I get it. Hobbyist Garage wants the Ultra Micro back. Habu. This looks great. $50mm T33 operating manual. That's pretty sturdy. T33 wings looking good. You have to glue on the tip tanks, I'm sure. Makes sense. 50 millimeter hand launch, baby. Check out the belly. You've got the servos protected, and then you've got the launch grip. Oh, nice. With a little plastic bump out blister. Ken Bird, all I know is that it's a 3S hand launch jet, and it's, from what I understand, has the same power system as the hand launch Viper from Hobby Zone. They're all Arrows RC planes. So it's gonna be a ripper. It looks, uh-oh. There's the underside of the horizontal. What's up with my camera? Let me plug this in, make sure something's not wrong. Hold up. So many things to plug in. I forgot that one. Whew. I do have to figure out how far away I am to, yeah, the camera, I didn't plug it in, so it died. Good to see you here, Jason. So hopefully you didn't lose that. So obviously you have to glue together these little ones, but man, this looks nice. It's cool how they didn't paint the foam where the glue joint's gonna be. And maybe that's the thrust tube. Oh, these look good. Oh, sweet. Hold on a minute. I'll be able to put those on. Check this out. So look how nice the tip tank looks. That's gonna fit on there super good. And look at those holes in it. That's gotta be for weights, right? Looks nice. It's foam. This looks really good, man. Huh. This looks awesome. I knew they'd be good. They look good. Check it out, hand launch T33. It looks really nice. Comes with the decals on it. It's kind of like a satin finish on everything, which is really smart when it's silver. The canopy's just grayed out, but that's, you know, it is what it is. Is that 12 blader in there? I bet it sounds amazing. I mean, watch the video on that little Viper. Wing screws on. There's the saddle action. You can see the ducting a little bit. We'll open up the battery compartment in a second. I think I can mock this baby up. That's what I'm talking about. Nice, Jason. He says the T33 is cute, and your 50 and their 50 millimeter fan is working well too. That's fantastic. I'm excited about that. A lot. I worked my last Saturday today, Jason. I'm done officially, full time, Pilot Ryan style. Thursday is my last day. 3-cell power, XT60 connector. Again, you want to check out tech spec and ordering information, go to pilotryanmedia.com, click right, Hobby Zone. Check it out. Let's mock it up. That fits really good. Holy smokes. Just nice. It's been thought out very well. I will do the tip tanks on this wing. Yes, Jason. This looks pretty good, man. I'm excited to get into the BAE Hawk also. Be standing by. Lots of videos to come out and all kinds of stuff. I got to get the radio dialed in on the P47. I'm super looking forward to that fun scale P47 too. Gonna go 4S and 6S on it. I watched the videos from Horizon and they look like they're having a blast. I cannot wait to rip that fun scale P47. And it's like balsa time for me that I've not really had. So looking forward to it. You guys can see it here. I got it. I'm gonna feed these wires real quick just so I can get this. They got a hole for the wires, and then don't get it confused for the hole for the tongue groove kind of notch. Any of my Surface friends out there follow some of the other channels I follow on Surface. Horizon just did a pretty cool interview with the Scale Builders Guild just the other day. And it's on the Horizon Hobby YouTube channel. It's their podcast thing, but it's on YouTube. So if you like Surface and you follow some of those guys I follow, I really like what I see from some of these crawler channels. So I listened to the interview with Matt from Scale Builders Guild. It was just, again, the other day. Check it out, it's fun. Dudes. It looks good. That looks good. Man, that looks good. I'm anxious to see the BAE Hawk. This looks crazy good. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks, Steel Force, for the super chat. Thanks all you guys who've joined the channel and do all those things to help support it. You've given me a tremendous amount of confidence. You guys do not quit. Thank you so much. Looks good. The wing screws on. I gotta find the screws. I'm not gonna do it right now though. Aha. Let me guess. They're Phillips. Phillips countersunk style. So it's a small enough plane. You're not going to see the 2mm hardware that we see with like brass threaded inserts. You know what I mean? Machine screws. These are tapping into plastic, but that's fine for something like this. And you can see, holy smokes, how good the fit is, and the screw holes are there for. And good. Yeah, it looks good. Good spots to put those. 8:55. Now, I'm gonna see how far away I am from my kid. Pardon me for a moment. Paul McNeil, what's happening? That's right, I tried to do this earlier and then it was like forever on the internet. Cool. Yeah, about 10 after, I need to be splitting. About 15 minutes, guys. Thanks for coming by. I know it was early. Super pumped, Jason. Bradford Townsend says RC hobby planes are good for disabled veterans because we cannot participate in many other activities. That is very true. I love that about it, and you are absolutely 100% right. And please stick around. We have quite a community here online. It's nuts. Please stick around. If it's good, I mean, it is good for you. Folks get a lot out of that, so please stick around. There's a lot of great channels here in the room. There's a lot of channels in the community. A lot of them do live streams, so it's really fun. I've been doing this one every Saturday for like 3 years. And then I've got a Facebook and Instagram and, of course, regular videos here on YouTube. People are always hanging out and sharing what they're doing, so stick around. And there's another online community for veterans that do RC rock crawlers called Operation 11 Charlie, and they do loads of outreach for veterans specifically. So if you have any interest in rock crawling vehicles, kind of just chilling with a scale looking Jeep or truck, and it's a big deal. A lot of people do it. It is neat. And Operation 11 Charlie has picked up loads of steam, and rightly so, over the last few years because of what they do. They are veterans themselves, what they do for the veteran community who has come back, and benefits from camaraderie. So, yeah. Welcome. And if you got any interest in vehicles, those guys are great. Good question. I see the answer to it. I can only imagine what the question was. The wing and stab on the new Super Sport Habu have been reinforced to handle the extra power and speed. So the Super Sport airframe is stiffer and stronger than the STS, otherwise known as Ready to Fly Habu airframe. Awesome. Dan Gonzalez, will Horizon allow the new FMS Viper 90 to be sold or distributed in U.S.? LOL emoji. Yeah, probably not, right? Robert Stellenboom, great question, and everybody can chime in on this one. He asks if a 70mm Viper is a good first jet. The answer is yes, but it depends on your prior experience, I feel like. So what I would ask is, what other things have you been flying? Because that really determines whether or not it's good or not. I think most of us would agree it would require you or flying other things fairly well if you wanted your first jet to be a 70mm Viper. Not that it's bad, but just as a beginner jet, there are a little bit more gentle choices. But if you're rocking, you can tell us what you're flying, and we're going to know right away if you're ready. What's up, Jim? 56 Corvette in the house. Yes, Paul. Yeah, crawling is awesome. Me and Bobby got those big SCX 6s. My video will be coming out probably next week on that one. One of many videos I want to do on that truck. It's bad to the bone. Bruce Beamer, if you can get a hold of one, can you get a hold of a HSD T45, the Super Viper? Right? Isn't that what you mean? It's fantastic. I'm not sure you can get a hold of them. The E-flite 90mm Viper is amazing, but I think you're talking about the Freewing 90, perhaps. I like the FMS Bayhawk for a T45 kind of thing. Mini jet from Banggood for 60. If that's the only thing you've been flying, is that that jet? I would probably be looking at the Habu if that is the only other experience you have. I mean, you know best. If you really got it. But I think most of us would hesitate to recommend a full house kind of jet with retracts and flaps that just weigh a little more. Everything happens a little faster. We want people to be successful and enjoy themselves. So if you're going to bounce something around, it's a little easier to bounce something around. It doesn't weigh as much, like a Habu. The 4S, what's that? It looks like an Avanti, man. The Marlin at Hobby Zone is a good little jet too. Yeah, I would work up to a jet that has retracts and flaps. I'd get another something under my belt. Yeah, the Ready to Fly Habu 3S and 4S capable comes with a Ready to Fly module, you know, and the battery and the radio is pretty sweet. If you're already, you know, outfitted with like a good Spektrum radio, you could go. It depends how aggressive you are about your journey, you know what I mean? I think the Ready to Fly Habu is a good choice though for you. Reason being many, but notably you get the radio and the real flight situation. There's a bunch of great little sport jets out there, but I think that's a good way to go. Boss said he learned on an Avanti and it was scary. You already ordered it? That's okay. Watch a bunch of videos on it then. We got some. Watch a bunch of videos on that E-flite 70mm Viper. There's a bunch of them from a lot of great people. Check them out. Pay attention. Listen to the throttle. See if they're talking through what they're doing on the landing, like I know I did on our videos. That's helpful sometimes. Speed's your friend. That little lightweight thing you've been flying is letting you get away with things that are you're gonna learn, Trey, on this one. I'd almost, if you can, put it on the shelf and get something else. That's right, Air Marshal. He says, and you were emceeing the event at your club today, and you had someone tell you they prefer the Habu SS to the Viper 70 because they didn't want to mess with retracts. Good choice. Nice part is there's something for everyone now. True. Rodney Free Wing Rebel. Old in the tooth for me. I didn't like it, honestly. It burned up the 4S packs. It was hard on them, I thought. And you can't beat, if you're new, getting someone, I'm sorry, you can't beat getting them into Spektrum with the AS3X and the safe potential. It's just, it's nice that everybody knows that there's options, but I think it's the nicest thing we can do is to recommend something that's going to guarantee the most success, I think. And is taken into account that they may not have any other equipment at the moment. You get somebody pumped up on a plug and play, they get it, they don't have a battery, they don't have a receiver, they don't have a radio. People get excited, they don't always read the product pages. That's it. Air Marshal exactly, says Jason. Viper 70 is awesome, but not for everyone. Habu SS gives you a 6S compatible 70mm sport jet that's no hassles and easy for pretty much everyone to enjoy. I think the thing is really all about the 6S. It was fun. Yeah, EQ. Yeah, thanks for calling me out. Dollar Bill Clinton in the house. So, Eric Quinn says, King Rat, you look like you had some scary moments in your Habu video. The wind was up and down. I did. Just one. And man, dude, I pronged it right off the ground. I mean, nothing happened to that plane. So you guys know, if you watch the videos, that I don't mind. We fly in all kinds of wind, crosswind, it don't matter. When it's coming from behind us, though, is the worst. Because behind us is a quarry. Up the hill, on top of the hill that surrounds the quarry, is a row of trees. And when the wind's coming from behind us, it does some crazy stuff. rolling over those trees. So we have the craziest crosswinds. You never see wind shear at our field because unless it's coming from behind us, the north. When it's coming any other direction, it's pretty solid. But boy, you'll have things just drop out on you. And at the worst time, approach kind of business, base leg, if the wind's coming at us from the north. So, yeah, I got surprised. I let myself, it's my fault always, ultimately, but I let myself get surprised on base leg and coming into final one time. And it just fell right out. Fell right out. What's up, Jeebs? I thought I saw you. Hey. Guys, I gotta go in like 5 minutes. Ha, Air Marshal. Go get your kid, says Paul. Yeah, man, I don't want to cut it. A lot of times they kind of work late a little bit, but I have farther to go today. Boss, that's true. And I did the same exact thing. Anybody remembers my beginning story? I picked my first RC on romance instead of common sense, so to say. A lot of people buy looks, not skill, and they end up sorry. Yes. Some of us must learn the hard way, though, and some of us can take advice. I'm a hard way kind of guy, so I earn the advice I give, I feel. But Bradford says he's a beginner and can fly with confidence my T-28 Trojan 1.2. Excited about the Turbo Timber 1.5. Nice. These kind of entry-level jets you're more ready for than you think. But yeah, man, stay with those. Those are good choices. If you're a beginner and you're doing your T-28 1.2 well, that's a great little jet trainer, really. And then Turbo Timber 1.5. That's a great flyer. Great flyer. Okay, skipping through. I do have to roll. And Air Marshal, thanks for doing this. This is cool. Air Marshal says, because of the short show tonight, surprise RC Zoom, come hang out in Zoom with us. We do a Zoom call. A lot of us hang out on Friday nights. He's doing the one tonight because I'm on a dip here in a minute. Usually my show starts at 9 o'clock. It's like 10 after. So a little bit different tonight. Responsibilities. And I got a little girl sick, so I'm keeping my wife at home because she would run and pick up Junior for me if I stream from the house. But keep Mama with the sick kids. I'll go get them. It's fine. Good to see you guys. Yeah. So check out RC Pilots Lounge for the link to the Zoom. You can see it in the live chat right here as well. If you want to hop in the Zoom with Air Marshal and a lot of other guys. I won't be back on YouTube, Jeebs, tonight, but I might pop in that Zoom if I get a chance later, But no, not tonight. This is just going to be it for tonight. Check out my videos, my Instagram, guys, for real. It helps. You don't have to go back very far. This real thing that's happening for me on Instagram right now, there's this window of time where it's like a weird kind of bonus. And it's all about, it is about likes and comments, but it's about views. Those reels are like 15 seconds, some of them. Maybe one of them here and there is like a minute. But they're kind of fun. They're kind of nice. And pop in and say hello if you got nothing else going on. I really appreciate it. And then, of course, YouTube is what it is. Turn on your notifications so you don't miss it when we post new content because, guys, I've got it stacked up and I'm finally getting ready to have time to get it done. And I'm over the moon. I don't want to yell and clap and carry on, but I do. I just don't want to hurt your ears, but I'm pumped. It's time for me to get going. My wife, I told her to remind me when it's time to go as well, and she just did. Love her. I should just let it roll. You guys just keep talking. All right, Ken Bird. Everybody, thanks so much. See you later. Links in the Discro to all my socials. If you're not following me yet, they're down there. So are links to the things I've been doing lately. Bookmark PilotRiderMedia.com. When you're going to go shopping for the hobby stuff, go to PilotRiderMedia.com and click your favorite brands. We're doing this. Y'all made me do it. I learned by watching you, all right? Ha! Love you guys. Thanks so much. Show 172 in the books. Don't miss out all the little in-between stuff between the official videos. I'd love to see you guys that have been with me for so long popping up in the comments on Insta. Let's go. I'm going to hit 10K on Insta before Christmas, y'all. Let's go. See you later. We're going to roll in 5. Hanger Rats forever. Thank you so much for making my dreams come true. 3 you later. You're too good to be forgotten. Stick 'em. See you guys.